Welcome back to the Gold Mining Circle video series. I'm Jake Ifshin, host of the Four Gardens podcast and one of the Circle leaders. In today's video, Kevin Hauber, the organizer and creator of the Gold Mining Circle, will lead us through a powerful guided meditation and journaling practice called the Essence Process. Following this practice, two of our fellow leaders of the Gold Mining Circle and I will share what they came up with during their experience of the process. Those fellow leaders are Walter Wachowski, Sharon Biswas. I'm going to pass it over now to Kevin to tell us more about the process and lead us through it.
Thanks, Jake. So the process that we're going to do today is called Essence. The idea is that we all come into this world with something that we are intended for and something that wants to flow through us. So we're going to see if we can start to maybe have some words for that, and that's what we'll work on here. So the invitation with this particular process is to do it as journaling. We're not doing it as a visualization, but this is a writing practice. So if you want to do that along with us, go ahead and get out something to write with and write on, and we're going to model that for you. So what I'd like you guys to do is to write in your journals the words, "What I really want is." What I really want is. And then go ahead and answer that question. What I really want is. And it can be as deep of an answer as you like. It can be as superficial as you like. It doesn't matter. And then go ahead and write again, what I really want is, and answer the question. And then keep going in that process, what I really want is. And you may even get to the point of what I really, really, really want is. Just go ahead and start creating a stream of consciousness. Let your editor and your critic have the day off. Just respond to what I really want is. First thing that comes to you. And let that become a list. What I really want is. We'll go another few moments with that. And now look at the list that you're creating and see if there are patterns or a pattern that's forming. What do you notice about what you really want? See if you can summarize that in a word or just a few words. What summarizes the pattern that you're seeing about what you really want? And then write down that word or those words. And keep in mind that this is something that you can repeat, something that when something comes up to you at 2 a.m, that you can write down in your journal. So what I'm going to do then is switch gears a little bit and then ask for each of the men here to share what you're seeing about what you really want. And so I'm going to hand over first to Sharon. Why don't you go ahead and let us know what observations you're coming up with.
Thank you, Kevin. And thank you for leading through that process. What came up for me, and when I try to look at my list and summarize the essence or try to distill the list, the two words that strongly come up are harmony and peace.
And peace. Okay. So notice where harmony and peace lands in you. Where does that live in you? And just start to become aware of that as something that is a driving force for you. And so hang out with that for a couple minutes while we go through and talk to the other guys here. So Walter, what did you come up with?
Hi, Kevin, thank you. I came up with two main words, freedom and joy.
Okay.
And I was resisting what I don't want. I was resisting writing down what I don't want because that was getting my attention.
Mhm.
And when I boil it down to the essence, it's a freedom and a joy of being alive.
Right on. Thank you. Thanks for sharing that. Jake, why don't you go ahead?
Sure. My words were for the process were grounded love is what I had.
Nice. And so do you notice where grounded love lives in you?
I do. I'm going to breathe into that, but I feel it in my chest and my stomach.
Yeah. And so for each of those essence words that all three of you came up with, then notice where it lives in you, and notice when you breathe into that and experience that, what is it that you do in your life? What kind of actions that you can take that enhance that essence? How does that show up for you? And just start to gain a little bit of awareness around that. And then there are other processes that we'll go ahead and do later on at other times that are around specific mission creation. But this essence process is something where if you don't have a mission, it starts to become a guiding post of what it is that you really want and the that essence that needs to be included in your mission. If you already have one, and these words are showing up differently than what's in your mission, then it's an opportunity to be able to reevaluate and do some recreative work around your mission. So would any of you like to take a moment and maybe take a stab at how do the words that you came up with today relate to your current mission? Because I know you all have current mission statements.
My mission statement is to grow a world of balance, joy, and abundance through cultivating deeper awareness and intentional practices. And so I think the idea of growth for me and love are connected. And I think growth coming from the earth and this idea of grounding love, grounding the practices and awareness that I'm growing through my podcast, through the writing and the speaking I'm doing and facilitating, the idea of grounding that in. I came up with some actions already of how do I ground the love into my work more deeply? How do I get to that essence that's important to me?
Nice. Thank you. Walter, how about yourself?
My mission is to create joy, light, and freedom by serving others through massage therapy and Watsu treatments. So these words that were standing out as my essence are already in my mission statement, and I already experienced them. And the most profound is when I give Watsu treatments to others. The people that receive are certainly delighted, but I am in ecstasy. And it's a reality of creating the freedom and the joy. There's a no mind quality about this that is so beautiful, and it's already happening.
Thank you. Sharon, how about yourself?
Oh, my mission statement is I co-create a world of love and peace by practicing self-care and sharing these practices with my community. The words that came up for me today were harmony and peace. So the peace I relate strongly with. And I was sitting with harmony and I sense that it sits in my heart I feel that love exemplified or love amplified is harmony. So if I see my mission spreading through the world, it will inevitably create and end in harmony. So that fits right well with the mission that I'm trying to live with. And this process is, in a way, validating that the path that I am on is the path that I'm supposed to be on.
Beautiful. Thank you for giving great examples of how this essence process can be used in mission development and the process of affirming who we are and what we're here for. Blessings to you guys. Thank you. Jake, back to you.
Thanks, Kevin, for leading us through that. I've gone through that several times with you, and I always get something out of it, always get a new insight, and today was no different. And so for men who are just watching this for the first time or have done the essence process many times in Circle, just inviting you to leave a comment. Let us know how this was for you. Like the video. That helps new people to see it and to support the channel. So definitely click the little thumbs up button and click subscribe. And also please check out other videos that we have on this channel that are connected to the gold mining circle work and other kinds of growth work that we're doing. So please do enjoy those. And thanks again for watching. Keep on growing.